And it's time for our Christmas Kids broadcast with WPSL, coming to you from East Coast Lumber.
And thank you very much for that, Veronica. Day 8, the Christmas Kids Tour, and as Veronica mentioned, the East Coast Lumber and Supply. You know, this lumber yard has occupied this building, U.S. Avenue, since the company's inception in 1902.
Wow.
I mean, it's located within the city's recently redeveloped historic downtown area and right across the street from City Hall, a brand new 4-story public parking garage. And it makes it very easy to find us. So we're at beautiful East Coast Lumber, and it's, as I mentioned, day 8. And we don't have a band today, Carol.
But we have music.
But we've got the big shots. We've got the classics. In fact, we're going to start this show out with a classic from, I love his sweaters. Not Bill Cosby. We're talking about Andy Williams and Happy Holidays.
Happy holiday. Happy holiday. Happy holiday. Happy holiday. While the merry bells keep ringing, happy holiday to you. Happy holiday. It's the holiday season, and Santa Claus is coming round. The Christmas snow is white on the ground. When old Santa gets into town, he'll be coming down the chimney down. He'll be coming down the chimney down. It's the holiday season, and Santa Claus has got a toy for every good girl and good little boy. Santa's a great big bundle of joy when he's coming down the chimney down. When he's coming down the chimney down. He'll have a big fat pack upon his back, and lots of goodies for you and for me. So leave a peppermint stick for old Saint Nick hanging on the Christmas tree. It's the holiday season, so whoop-dee-doo and dickory-dock. Don't forget to hang up your sock, 'cause just exactly at 12 o'clock he'll be coming down the chimney down. He'll be coming down the chimney down. He'll have a big fat pack upon his back, and lots of goodies for you and for me. So leave a peppermint stick for old Saint Nick hanging on the Christmas tree. It's the holiday season, so whoop-dee-doo and dickory-dock. Don't forget to hang up your sock, 'cause just exactly at 12 o'clock he'll be coming down the chimney, coming down the chimney, coming down the chimney down. Happy holiday. Happy holiday. Happy holiday. Happy holiday while the merry bells keep ringing. Happy holiday to you.
1590 WPSL and the Christmas Kids Show, day number 8, and we are live at East Coast Lumber and Supply Company.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Welcome, Santa. Welcome there, jolly old Saint Nick. Glad to have you, man.
And we want to thank Alan Osteen and East Coast Lumber for hosting. Again, how many years has it been now with the Christmas Kids?
Well, we've been doing it. I've been doing it for 30 years. And it's just been a blessing, for us to be a part of this wonderful program. You should be congratulated for all that you do in the community. This is a wonderful things for the kids in our community who would not have Christmas otherwise. So we're blessed that you're here and that you do so much great work for our community.
Well, we certainly don't do it alone. We have a lot of help, and we're going to meet some people from Community Services who actually sign up all the children for us, and they've been working. They've got their list already.
Right.
And then also, people from Indian River Magazine, and certainly thank you for joining us. But thank you for the people who support the Christmas Kids, and that is Alan Osteen and East Coast Lumber.
Right.
And all that we're able to do with that, and we'll be doing some different things this year as well.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to learning all about that.
Well, tell us a little bit, though, about East Coast Lumber. You started 116 years ago.
We're 116 years old. It was started...
pretty good.
I was going to say, look a day over 40.
You say that every year. But it was started by my great-grandfather, and he had a lumber company in Eau Gallie, Florida in the 1880s. And he and a couple other guys got together. They thought that they could form a bigger and better company and service the east coast of Florida by combining their efforts. And so they combined their efforts and created East Coast Lumber Company back in 1902. So we've been here ever since, and there's been a lumber company on this location in the 1880s as well. We have a picture of it in the hallway. So we go back a long time. We have strong roots in this community, and we're just excited to be a part of the Christmas Kids program.
Now, in 2010, I'm sorry, Carol. In 2010, I guess the showroom area was expanded and remodeled for the full line for Ace Hardware. Is that when Ace Hardware took over?
Yes, we partnered up with Ace. Ace approached us back in 2010. They did do all their demographics and say there's really not a hardware store downtown in this market area. And so we partnered up with them, and it's been a really great partnership. And a lot of people in the community who I thought would go out west to the big boxes actually came up to me and said, we enjoy shopping in your store. So it was a good partnership, and we're just blessed to be downtown.
I'm sure there's some qualifiers to become partners with an Ace Hardware.
Yes. Well, I mean, you have to, be in business. You have to, we had a hardware store, but it was more tailored to the contractor because most of our business is tailored to the contractor, the builder, the professional contractor. And but there was a need for a local hardware in this community, and so we partnered up with them, and we also did one at the same time in Cocoa, Florida, and that's been a great partnership as well. So.
And one thing you notice is people talking, to your staff and talking with the customers and explaining things. You can ask the questions.
Yes. Yeah, we're fortunate. We have a lot of people that have been with us for a long time. Most of our staff has been with us for over 10 years, and so they're knowledgeable. They love what they do. They really enjoy the hardware lumber business. And so when you come in, you see that. You see the energy and enthusiasm that they have, and they're here to help. And our motto is here to help you build a better way, and we try to do that every day.
I saw the Black Friday signs coming into Ace Hardware downstairs. Now, we're watching TV commercials of tools under the tree.
Right.
That's a possibility.
Well, we have special sales that go on all year round, but especially this time of the year. So we enjoy serving the community, and we're a big part of it, and we're glad to be here today.
It's that old-fashioned feeling, and it goes well with the traditional old-fashioned downtown Fort Pierce.
Right.
I mean, it just melts. I mean, you go in your store. It's not this huge.
Right. It's not
5 miles inside of a store, and you're talking to customers, and you're talking to the people. They know you when you walk, and you feel like you're in Cheers or something. Norm, So it's just that really good old-time feeling when you walk in your store.
And that was one of the challenges, because when we started this, we said, we're not a big box. We're not a big, warehouse type store. And they said, that's the charm. We don't mind if the store is kind of chopped up, because it's still well merchandised, but you can still find what you're looking for, and it doesn't take forever. So I'm also excited to be here today, too, with Indian River Magazine. That's another interest of mine. We're in our 13th year. We're a high-gloss lifestyle magazine that services the Treasure Coast. And we have some representatives here. The assistant to the publisher, Lisa Crawford, is here, and our intern, Melissa Gorham, who's done a great job this year helping us on our social media. So I would just like to introduce them and ho, ho, ho!
Well,
Hi,
welcome.
Thank you for having us. Both Melissa and I want to thank everybody and wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays. We're very excited here at Indian River Magazine about our holiday issue, which is just out this week. Features a wonderful story about Waldo Sexton by our publisher Gregory Enns in anticipation of celebrating Vero Beach's upcoming 100th anniversary. Also, this issue features our Season of the Arts and celebrations, our gift-giving guide, and so much more. You can always pick up a free copy right here at East Coast Lumber and the other East Coast Lumbers around the Treasure Coast and at many other locations. But if not, you can also view it online at IndianRiverMag.com. And I'd love for Melissa to say hi and give a little bit of information on what we have going on right now on social media. We have a wonderful contest upcoming that we'd like everybody to be a part of.
Yes, and I'm happy to be here. I'm Melissa, and I've been doing the social media for us. And right now we have our Best of the Treasure Coast contest. So we will feature 20 companies and businesses in the area that we believe is the best of the Treasure Coast, and we're taking votes from everyone in the community, and you can find that on our Facebook page and on our Twitter page and on IndianRiverMag.com.
Now, the one thing I always enjoy about Indian River Magazine is it actually is about the Treasure Coast. Everything in it is Treasure Coast along the Indian River. You pick up some magazines and they will refer to the Treasure Coast, but they really are coming from way south and have ads and articles that are more generic. But this is about the people that are right around us.
Yeah,
yes,
what makes this successful is everybody that's involved in Indian River Magazine are local. All our writers, our photographers, our editorial staff, our sales people. Everybody's local, so they know what's going on, and that to me creates our success because we're very in touch with the community. And, this is a lifestyle magazine that highlights all the positive things that are going on in our community. And there's so many. I remember when we did the first issue, I had members of the community come up and said, gosh, you hit everything. What are you going to do next time? And I said, we have so much material out there. We can do this for 100 years.
and who knows, you've done hardware for 116, so why not? Yeah, keep going. We're going to join community services in just a moment, but what do we hear a little more for our holiday?
Some more Christmas cheer. In fact, I tried to find songs that aren't necessarily Christmas songs. Because Sleigh Ride, can't you play that any time of year? This says nothing about Christmas. Man, there's snow and whatever, so we'll listen to some Sleigh Ride by the South Soul Orchestra.
Wonderful sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand. Just holding your hand. We're gliding along with a song in a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy, cozy are we. We're snuggled up together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take that holy voice and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely when the boys sleigh ride together with you. There's a birthday party at the hall. We're great. It'll be the perfect ending of a perfect day. We'll be singing the songs we love to sing without a single stop. At the fireplace while we watch the chestnuts pop. There's a happy feeling nothing in the world can buy. When they pass around the coffee and the pumpkin pie, it'll really be like a picture print with her reader and us. These wonderful things are the things we remember all through our lives. Let's hear the sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely when the boys sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely when the boys sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand. Just holding your hand. We're gliding on along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy, cozy are we. We're snuggled up together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take that lovely voice and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely when the boys sleigh ride together with you. Come on, it's lovely when the boys sleigh ride together with you.
1590 WPSL. That's for the folks that have a problem with radio stations that play Christmas music too early.
Oh, this is just
That's for the
sleigh
people
ride.
that, because
Okay.
people have a problem with us playing Christmas music too early. So that's Sleigh Ride. But this song here is for, I've got, and Paul hates it when I do this, but Carol, I've got to. Forgive me. My kid goes to school here, and I've just got, excuse me for a second. Can you turn that up just a little bit, Greg? Because we've got a couple Florida State fans in the building.
Oh, well, I would guess more than fans. We're wearing the whole lanyard. Yes, the lanyard. Yes, from Florida State. Yes, we have Diana and Renee, both from Community Services. And
excuse me?
oh,
Oh yeah. We've not had the best year. No, we haven't.
well,
It's all right. We're dedicated fans, and that's what matters. Hardcore, loyal to the end.
There you go.
that's it. And we need to thank Community Services. There's been a long-term relationship between Community Services and the Christmas Kids, and they have, signed up, screened the children for us over the years, and also the Christmas Kids have tried to be available to meet the unmet needs of children in the community, and had some interesting projects over the years. We want to thank you. First of all, we have a list of 500 children we're buying toys for, but then also you had some input for us this year.
So I'm going to let Renee discuss those possible new programs and ideas that we have, and our community is growing, getting bigger, and sometimes we have to, change it up a little.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly. Yes. Or add some.
Well, happy
Add some
holidays.
things.
Happy holidays.
What we do, we aren't just signing kids up for, doing the applications. We're also listening to them and finding out what the need is in the community. And so this year we presented an idea to WPSL to see if we could possibly split the children's toy application process into 2 different times during the year, and maybe we'll work on school needs. We find out that many parents can't afford a haircut for their children, and we want the children to excel from day one and go to school and look nice and feel good. And we'd also like to purchase new shoes. So we're hoping that we've done 500 applications here this year, and we're hoping to do that same amount during August, right before school starts.
Certainly.
We're just starting the program. We're going to hope to partner with the school so that we can get names of children who are in need.
And why, thank you. I mean, and I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Toys are being dropped off as we speak.
And certainly, thank you. This is very nice. This is one of the learning toys, the VTech toys. Yes,
Nice.
yes, we know those are very nice. And we do have a list of 500 children from infant to 12 years old that we're packing all the family toy bags for. So certainly, thank you. And I'm sorry, let me stand up and read the Claricio CPA. Okay, Jessica Gould, thank you very much for bringing this.
Thank you,
Stick
Jessica.
around if you'd like to. All right.
And that's interesting.
She's with Kimberly Clarizio, a CPA firm downtown, who's a past president of Rotary. She couldn't be here today because she's going up to Jacksonville to be with her family, but she wanted to participate in the program as well, and dropping off a toy. And she sends along her Christmas wishes and Thanksgiving wishes to everyone.
Very nice. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
And thank you for the Write and Learn Creative Center. It's very nice. Very nice. Thank you.
I see you trying to pass that microphone off there. We're not quite through with you. What I wanted to mention, because I thought it was very interesting, haircuts. And we talked off air about even perhaps car repairs and things like that.
Yeah. Well, other programs that we have through Community Services is we have a car repair program. So if we have people that are working or they may have multiple doctor appointments and their battery goes or their tire isn't safe, they're sometimes taking their rent money to fix that, and then they're getting behind. We have a program, it's income-based, and there's other qualifying needs, but what we do is we can help them qualify up to $500 in a repair.
And what we've always said is the importance of the Christmas Kids working with community services is that our families who come in for toys may need a whole lot of other things that they can find out are available.
Yes, we have quite a few programs through a community services block grant funding that we can help our residents with.
Now, and Carol, we talked off air about this too. Speaking of families, adopt a family for Christmas.
Yes, we have an adopt a family after we get done with the WPSL applications. We also have many families that we work with during the year and through our other programs. And we have requests from the community, and what they want is they're interested in adopting a family. It might be, we have quite a few departments from the county, and then we have people just from organizations in the community, and they would like to adopt a family, not just the kids. What's nice about it is they want to adopt the entire family. They want to buy for the mom, the dad, the kids, or maybe kids that are older than 12, teenagers, they need presents too.
Yeah, what a wonderful program.
So we're always looking for people who want to adopt. We have a lot of families. We never get to have them all adopted out because we don't have enough organizations.
Well, you've got one of those feel-good jobs, don't you?
We do. We love the holidays. I mean, everybody in the office is just, we're happy. We're making cookies. We're the ones eating them all. But, it's a happy time for us after all year long because, what we do is we help people, and sometimes it's very sad. So
And let's see, it's 462-1777?
1777, yes. If anybody would like to adopt a family, or if they have a family in need, you can call us and let us know.
Well, certainly, and thank you. Certainly for all you do for the Christmas Kids and for the input, too. The toys are kind of the tradition of the Christmas Kids. It's where they started and will continue. But when there are other needs that you see, that's something we need to pay attention to, too. And we have some people who are helping us with some extra funds this year. We have our crazy runners, as we refer to them, who are doing the Sugar Plum Run. So that is going very well. We have 400 and some signed up.
Alan's going to run.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. November 30th, we're doing a 5K, 10K, and half marathon. And you can register online at thesugarplumrun.com.
Yeah, if we were doing a full marathon, I would probably participate.
I see.
But a half
I'm just
marathon.
not going to do a half.
It's only a half. Yeah.
It's only a half.
Yeah. Don't bother with it, Alan.
Okay.
Leave it alone.
Well, we do have, let's see, our favorite part of this, our favorite holiday memory. Oh, no. And Alan has been doing this 30 years, so he knows what his favorite holiday memory is.
I might just pass because everyone has heard my holiday memory, but I'll pass to our other guests. But before I pass, I want to thank Greg and Carol and Mr. G for being here and doing this wonderful program because I know it's a lot of work and it's a lot out of your time and to make it happen. And we're just blessed as a community for you guys to being here today, Greg and Carol Wyatt and Mr. G. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having us.
I'm going to pass to Melissa. Melissa, what is your favorite Christmas memory? And if you don't have one, I can tell one of your dads, but he wouldn't want me to. Okay.
Well, yes, I would have to say my favorite memory would be decorating the tree. That's something that we always do together, so that's a good one.
Okay, Lisa.
It might sound a little strange, but actually my favorite Christmas that I remember growing up was when I was 12 and I was extremely sick with the flu. Could really barely lift my head off the couch, and my mom sat on the floor next to me putting together the horrible 3-foot Barbie camper that she got me with all the stickers and everything and played with it kind of for me. But it stuck out to me because it was just being with family, just always being with family and being together.
Sure. Diana from
the Barbie
Community
camper.
Services.
Wow.
So I'm a native Floridian. So every year, when I got a little bit older, we were fortunate enough to have a swimming pool. And so that was always the thing on Christmas Day to prove it was warm enough in Florida. And we would go into the swimming pool, even though it really wasn't. It was very cold.
Well, yeah.
And Renee.
My favorite memory is probably with my children. When I was growing up, our Christmas presents were needy, what we needed. So we got new winter coats and we got boots, and there wasn't a lot of toys. So I went overboard with my kids. And so there was many toys under the tree, but one of the traditions my husband and I started was that we would put the big stuff in the garage. So they'd open all their presents, and then eventually, as they got older, they knew to go in the garage and look for like the bike or the little cars or whatever. And so one year they opened the garage and there was nothing there. And, we're watching their faces, and it happened to be the year, like, I don't know, I don't want to age myself, but it was one of those years where we had frost on the ground in South Florida. And so we opened the garage door, and we had bought them every supply needed to build a boys' playhouse. And they're out there in the frost, freezing to death, jumping up and down barefoot on plywood and shingles. And they were so excited. And I always remember that. Just looking at their faces, how excited they were.
How great is that?
That is a great memory. Okay. And thank you, everybody. And certainly thanks to our host, Ellen Osteen at East Coast Lumber and Indian River Magazine. And thank you for all that you do, community services, St. Lucie County Community Services. Keep the Christmas kids in your heart. Have a great Thanksgiving. We will see you Friday from Harbor Place.
And we'll end with some Christmas cheer, Greg, if you'll just give me a little bit of volume there.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast.